Have you ever thought that it is God's generosity that provides the means and inspires us to also be generous? In preparation for the construction of the temple, the Bible reports on the generosity of Israel. First, King David gave lavishly out of his treasures. Then, the other leaders gave willingly, following his example. Inspired by their leaders, the rest of the people gave freely and wholeheartedly to the Lord. Seeing such an expression of generosity, David burst into praise and mentioned the factor driving such a profusion in giving. Who am I and who are my people that we should be able to give as generously as this? Everything comes from you, and we have given you only what comes from your hand. David understood the important truth that our giving should be only a response to what God had already provided. No one can outgive God. He, who is constantly providing us everything, enabling us to have what to give, is not able to replenish the resources if someone chooses to give everything? This was the mindset of David, a leader-giver in Israel. Abraham, a Maasai man, had a similar mindset. He was the owner of 1,000 head of cattle and large herds of sheep and goats. Acknowledging that God was the source of his blessings, he decided to place his cattle in large pens and counted them as they walked through a chute. Abraham dedicated each 10th cow as a tithe for God. His friends and acquaintances were amazed. In their culture, people's wealth is measured in cattle. One doesn't just give away their cows. They began to mock him, and many people declared him crazy. But the laughter abruptly stopped 9 months later when 40 of Abraham's cows gave birth to twins. In addition, many of his goats and sheep birthed triplets. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? As we worship with our tithe and promise, let us reflect on the truthfulness of these words in our own life. May we put our desires last and God first.